Hello. Good evening. It's Tuesday. Tuesday? Yes? Yes, Tuesday. Oh my goodness. It's like Groundhog Day. I'll just call it Groundhog COVID Day. I don't know. Tomorrow is going to be a very exciting day. The inauguration on TV. I believe we're going to have an announcement here in Ottawa as to whether or not the kids go back to school or stay home. So, yeah, we'll see. So, yesterday we did 2 cards, similar, but just showed you how different colors just sort of change up the look of it. So, today we're going to do 2 cards to show you a few other things. So, thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Shannon, and this is Paper Delights. Hey, Pam, and I come on every evening, Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. to inspire you and to motivate you, and hopefully you get some great ideas of things that you can do in your craft space. So today I thought we'd go slightly different. So yesterday we did, like, we stamped all of the stones or the garden stuff, whatever. You think the way I'm speaking, it's Friday. All right. Today, though, I thought we would only do a few. And instead of using a color, I thought it would be cool to do it in the white. Right. So this is crumb cake. Sorry. And what I did for this one, I don't know, you might not be able to see it. There are some little dots. I was trying to give myself some line to make sure that everything was sort of square, because like I said, I have a tendency of going kilter. But this time, I thought we'll use the grid paper to help. And what I do sometimes is I'll position my card on my grid paper, and then this is one of those full adhesive things, and then I just sort of tape it down, because otherwise it gets moving on me and I'm not so good. So just try to hold it in place. So there we go. And then we are going to put it this way. Okay, let me concentrate for a second. Come on, Shannon. There we go. And then we've got our ink. And then you can decide how few you want to do, how many you want to do, and you can use, like I said, we can use this as a guide to sort of where you want them to be. And you can do as many or as few as you want. So you get the idea. So basically, you just stamp it all over, right? And then I usually move it over and then finish it up. So I sort of just did the every other one, but you know, like I said, you could certainly do fewer or do more. And I thought we'd do the white on the crumb cake. Again, it just gives it a slightly different look, right? So there we go. So there's all of our stones. And then my idea was our white. And again, I was going to do the ribbon in behind, but I also have a green one. I thought just for a show of contrast of doing the green, and I didn't prep a whole lot ahead of time. So we'll make up our curtains. I probably should have prepped a little bit more ahead of time, but I didn't. I was too busy eating butter chicken. Have you guys been having any cravings for anything in particular? So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and then put my ribbon across. And then I'll let it dry and trim it. So there we go. I'm sorry, I realize I've got it down here near me and you guys can't really see it. I'm sorry, I'll move it up in just a second here. Give me 2 seconds. All right. I find my fingers get full of glue. So we'll do this. All right. And I want to get it quickly before it dries to my paper. Probably should have used my, there we go. This is a much better idea. Silicone mat. To sort of help so things don't glue to the paper. All right, so we'll just give a second for that to dry. And then my idea was, we can even put a little piece of blue behind. I had this bicycle die. So I punched one out in the purple and I did one in the white. And, you know, it's not Stampin' Up, but I thought it was so pretty. So you guys can decide if we should have the, I think this is Rich Razzleberry, or if we should do a white. You'll have to tell me which one you think would look best. So I'm just going to give this a trim. Hopefully it's dried enough that it's not going to all pull off. Oh my goodness, it's so sticky today. Okay, so what are we thinking? The purple or the white? There we go. All right. So if you don't want to do the curtains like I did here, you can always get a piece of the, like a lighter blue or a piece of white and just glue it on behind. So I'm going to grab a piece of white to glue behind this one. We still could put a blue behind this if we wanted to. And there we go. And grab a piece of white here to put behind this one. Only because I don't want to see the stone, the wood behind it, or the stone marking stuff. Oh my goodness, I do know how to speak, honestly. All right, so I'm just trimming a piece of white here so I can glue it on the back. So we can put it on our card. All right, there we go. And I'll put some glue on that, and I'm going to glue that down. So again, I'm putting it about 3/4 of the way up because I've got a flower box and I've got shutters and stuff too. So, all right. So I think I am going to put this blue piece in behind it too. I think it looks pretty. And we could have just done the blue piece without the ribbon as well. But I think it looks really cute. So cute. There we go. Now my piece did tear a little bit here, so I will have to try and figure out a way to hide it or something. So now for my side pieces, I think I'm going to pop them up. I think they'll look. Hi, Francesca. The blue, yeah, I like the blue too. I think it looks better. Sorry, I'm having some troubles with my internet, so I don't always see comments. So I did one of my shutters, and like I said, I did it so that it looked like a window box. So it was curved. I created it so that it would curve on both sides, because I just thought it looked nice. Now they do give you the shelves, right? We've done the shelves, but I liked the idea of a window box. So again, I'm making sure that the curve goes out. Goes away from the window. And then my window box, I'll probably put it down slightly so that I can put it full of flowers. And then we can either decide on the purple bike. So that was sort of my thinking with that one. So we have the choice of the purple bike or the white bike. Which one do we think? And then for this one, instead of a big window box, I chose a window sill. So this one, they give you the little die cut for it, and then I actually put it through the embossing folder that looks like wood. So what are we thinking? The purple bike or the purple bike with the blue shutters? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I liked the contrast. All right. So we'll finish up my ledge. And then we'll add some bikes. And like I said, you can add a sentiment. You could add a happy birthday to it. You could add an anniversary. Like there's lots of different things you can add. Sentiments. I didn't design it with one in mind. And then for this one, I thought the water jug. All right, so purple bike with this one. And then do you think we do white with that one? What are we thinking? There. And then put some glue on the bike. Can you guys hear the dog snoring? There. And then, oh, I forgot our hinges. Our pretty little hinges. There you go. And then for the hinges, when I put them on, I just put them on an angle ever so slightly. So it just, again, it gives that illusion of the drawers or the windows being open. Adds to the illusion. All right. I'll have to find, I'll have to grab my little bag of accoutrements to do more here. Now I'm thinking that this white looks a little too stark in behind, so. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the crumb cake hinges on this one because I think the black will be too stark, like too contrasting with the white. I think it'll look too contrasting. See, I'll show you what I mean. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Already glued down the other one, so. All right, so do we want a white bike? Do we want another purple bike? Maybe, oh, I know what I was thinking too. I just remembered the other idea I had. Okay. What are we thinking? Purple bike, white bike. I just thought the bikes were so cute. Goes with the white, yes. Yeah, because you're bringing in another color. I agree. All right. Now I have some other pots here. And then my other idea was, I can't remember what this is from, but it made me think of like vines growing up. I think we'll save that idea for a different one. I have a different card that I think it might look better on. But that's for tomorrow. Now, I did die cut a bunch of these little guys. These are from, again, from the Forever Fern dies. And they're just the little greenery pieces. And so what we can do is put some glue back here. And then I'm going to glue these on. Like that. Oops. With some different shades of green and such. And then we'll glue it onto the windowsill. I think one more. There we go. Whoops, it doesn't want to stay. So I just had a bunch of different green pieces that, like I said, that I punched out or die cut. I think I need some more glue on this. All right, there we go. We'll put our potted plant, and then our bicycle will glue down. So some of the pots you can stamp and then do your die cut, or you can just die cut some with cardstock. So I did some with some grays and cinnamon cider. I thought was a nice color for like a terracotta looking pot. And then some of them I stamped and then cut out. So got a different look for lots of different things. All right. So there's those two. I'm just going to clean my hands because they're all so sticky. And then we'll move on to the next one. There, isn't that cute? All our plants and our bike. I just think that's so cute. I still find this quite white. If I had planned ahead, I would have perhaps put some of the ribbon behind that one too, but it's all good. All right, so for this card, my idea was that instead of being on the outside looking in, you would be on the inside looking out. So that was my idea for this card. So how I did that was I took a piece of scrap white that I had, and I took the arched dies, and I figured out sort of the distance that I wanted, and I ran it through and then took them out, and that becomes sort of my 10 plate. Then I take it and I stick it down. Take some of my Balmy Blue and the blending brush that Stampin' Up! Has. I think you get a bunch in the package, which is great because then you could use some specifically for certain color tones or colors of families, like one for the blues, one for the pinks, you know, that kind of a thing. So kind of, and then you blend it on. Now with this one, I kind of went out the edge a little bit because I pushed a little bit this way. So, but I still think it looks okay. So I'm just trying to quickly add a bit of color. And then what I did for here is I took the Rooted in Nature, the pine tree here, and I stamped it in garden green, but you can stamp it in whatever color you want. And I stamped some trees. And it's okay if it goes off the edge or doesn't quite complete. I think it kind of adds to the look myself. And then for the frame on the outside, because I popped it up a little bit, I trimmed some of my foam and just stuck it on the cross sections there. Oh, does not want to stick because it has paper on it still. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's try this again. So you can add as many pieces as you like, but for the sake of Facebook Live, I'm only going to put a couple. And then you just put it over your area like that, right? And then what I did was I had two of the shelves for underneath, and I popped those up as well. Just making sure that I can overlap them in the middle. And then for the little pots, so these ones, like I said, I cut die cut. This is a die from the Boho Indigo, and then these ones are from the Christmas one with the reindeer. I can't remember what the set was called. I had them left over in my little package of, in my little tray of greenery and stuff. So, and when you cut them down, they work really well for the plants. So I thought we'd finish those up. All right. Last one. There we go. And there we go. So this pot, it was the same size, but I just cut it a little bit shorter. And then I'm putting this on. I'm putting it tight to the window. I probably could have moved the whole thing up, but there we go. And then you can add your pots of greenery of whatever greenery you would like to add. So I chose these ones. There's also the punch, the sprigs that you can punch out. Those ones would work as well. Put it there. You could add whatever you'd like on the windowsill. I'm going to cut this one up. And we'll add this one as well. There we go. All right. So I love the set. It is a great set, but I must admit it does take a bit more of my concentration to try and get everything. So I apologize. I haven't been very chatty. But there you are. So those are our cards for this evening. It's such a fun set. You can really get lost in your creativity, as you saw, and in your own thoughts and not thinking about other stuff. So we've got a view from the inside going out, and then we've got our two window boxes. And again, it just shows you how, you know, slightly different window boxes or ledges, slightly different colors. It just changes the look of the card. So I think the set has so much versatility. Like I said, you can do from inside views, outside views. So much fun. So we'll do a couple more cards, and then I've got some other fun stuff to show you. But if you like to do, those kinds of things where you're layering and you're building, definitely going to love this set. So much fun. And it's great because you can tie in all sorts of some of the other sets, right? Because I was tying in the Forever Greenery sets for some of the plants and for like trees and stuff like that. Tying in the Rooted in Nature for our windows, for the trees, looking out behind the trees. So lots of ideas. Yeah, it's great for layering and adding to it. It's a good staple piece, I think, because then, like I said, like the bicycle, I had the bicycle, but I was like, I don't know what to do with just a bicycle, but then you can add to it. So I think the window with the dies is a great staple piece because then you can add so much. I've seen some made with like little cats and other little woodland creatures and things like that. So I think it's a really good staple piece. So lots of fun. Anyway, thank you so very, very much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night, and I will see you tomorrow. Please, please, please stay safe. And thank you so very, very much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow.